so close to giving you a 4. If we're being real, his quality is up here, but his performance levels were down here this season. Welcome back to Man Them Talk Arsenal. I'm Tariq, I'm trying to say, and I'm saying it from here, the start of the video. You man, this is going to be a banger. There may be a lot of controversial takes in this one, and I advise you guys to watch till the end of the video, yeah? Because this video is going to be me assessing every single Arsenal player's performance over the season. So I'm going to be giving them a rating from 0 to 10. And yeah, you guys need to stay tuned for this. But before we start the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications on to be notified every time we make a video. Let's start off with David Raya. Yeah, fair assessments only. I want to go back to the start of the season, bro. When he first came in, he actually looked decent, to be fair. I don't know if you guys remember the Tottenham game, but he actually saved us in that North London derby. You know, he made a couple of very good saves from him and Son. And if he didn't save them chances, you know, we maybe would have lost the London derby. So he actually kept us in them. But after that North London derby, oh my days, he was Butterfingers at his finest, bro. Superman at his finest, bro. Because every single game I'm seeing this man trying to punch something, yeah, and he just doesn't reach it. Like, honestly, it went from up to down to up towards the end of the season, man. There was so many times where I was looking at him and I was like, Mikel Arteta, what do you see in this guy? Why have, you know, Ramsdale was in the PFA Team of the Year last year, and we've gone out our way to replace him with this joke man keeper from Brentford. That was my thought process at the time. I'm going to be so real. I was not convinced with his performances, man. You know, there was so many times where it was costing us games. And again, one was the game where he just made a stupid error out of nowhere. It was a Champions League game. It was against Lens. Out of nowhere, he gives them a stupid goal, and he done that a couple of times. I think there was another time in the Champions League too. And yeah, I just wasn't convinced. But you know what? Again, towards the end of the season, towards 2024, he started to pick us up. But you know what it is? Yeah, even though we had one of the best defenses in the league, I don't feel like it was mostly down to him. Yes, okay, Kwame calms down the defense more because, you know, Ramsdale, you know he's going to be rash. He's not the greatest with the ball at his feet, and that's what David Raya specializes in, you know what? So he calms down our defense. But did he save us? Like, come on, I want to be honest here. Did he save our defense ever? Did he ever make a brilliant world-class save? I was like, oh my days, he kept us in the game. Because I know Ramsdale did last season. If you go back to last season, remember the Liverpool game where he made literally 3 outstanding saves, bro. Yeah, he literally made a goal line one. Yeah, I don't know how he done it, but his reflex was amazing. I don't think David Raya done that this season. But you know what? He's improved our team as in, like, we're better playing up from the back. He's offered comfortability again. He's good at claiming crosses. But overall, do I feel like the David Raya signing this season was enough to replace Aaron Ramsdale? I'd say no. And if I'm giving an overall season assessment, being brutally honest, I'm going to give him a 7. I don't feel like he deserves more. Yes, he won the Golden Glove. If it weren't for the Golden Glove, I probably would have given him a 6. I'll be real, man. So that's saving him. You know, we've got the most clean sheets. I can't really complain. He's doing his job. But again, look how much shots he's facing per 90 minute, bro. He barely faces any shots, man. So you know what? I feel like his defense is saving him. David Raya, you get a 7. It's not too bad for your first season. But to replace Aaron Ramsdale, again, who was in the PFA Team of the Year last year, you need to do a lot better. Let's go on to Ramsdale, man, because it's been a disappointing season. I'm not going to lie. Not that it's down to him, but he's not been given a chance, bro. He signed a new contract for Arsenal, bro, and Arteta was ruthless. He went out there and signed a new keeper, displaced him. He played like the first 3 to 5 games. After that, we ain't seen him apart from the 2 games they played against Brentford because David Raya was ineligible. Don't watch that. He looks shaky, and do I blame him? No. He's barely been in the team. I can't remember the last time he played before them games. You know what I mean? He just comes in straight in. In the second game, he gave away that stupid goal. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, but it was just dumb. And again, you can see the nerves was just there. He's not played in so long. And now he just has to come in and save this team. But in the second half, I remember he saved us also in that game. He made a brilliant save. It's disappointing, man. How can I give him more than a 5? For me, I gave him a 5, man. Not to say that it's down to Aaron Ramsdale, but he didn't play. What do you want me to do? I can't give him a high rating, man. Aaron Ramsdale, I actually do love you, man. I was sad to see that you got displaced by Raya. Aaron Ramsdale, sorry, man. You get a 5, and I can't give you more than that, bro. And guys, by the way, yeah, if you guys disagree with me in the comment section, let me know down below. I want to have a conversation. And you know what? Let's go straight to the heat. Left back Zinchenko, yeah, that's another person that's had a disappointing season for me, bro. I expected so high of him. Last season, you can say he transformed our team. The way he was inverting when he came in the team this season, it just, the inverting went inverted, if you know what I mean, bro. It was not the same. It wasn't working as effectively, and defensively, he was getting fouled out every single week. You could see teams were just exposing that left-hand side, and they was targeting it whenever he played. When Kivior and Tomiyasu came in the team, teams weren't targeting the left-hand side as much as they was when Zinchenko was in the team. That just shows how his levels was not up here this season, and Bro, I was excited again. I was excited to see Zinchenko this season. I thought it was going to evolve. You know what I mean? I wanted him to improve defensively, but also have more of an effect going forward. And even the effect going forward, I don't feel like he had. Maybe was it because he didn't play with Thomas Partey this season? I'm not sure. But if I'm being real, it's been a poor season from you. Right now, I'll be real, you're probably a fourth choice left back, and that's me being fair, bro. Because listen, I'm starting Timber ahead of him, so am I starting Tomiyasu, and so am I starting Kiwior, sorry. So you know what, Zinchenko, I'm so close to giving you a 4. I'm giving you a 4. It wasn't a good season. Again, guys, let me know in the comments if you disagree. But Zinchenko, I'm giving you a 4. I don't think you warranted anything higher. It was a poor season from you. So yeah, Zinchenko, you get a 4, man. Let's move on to Tomiyasu, because you know what? I remember, I think he started off the season injured, yeah, and then he came into the team around like October, November times, and boy, that guy, he was probably our best defender. I remember I was coming on Man and Talk Arsenal, praising him every single week because he was putting 8 out of 10s minimum every week, bro. He was performing so well. He went to the Asian Cup, we got injured, and we just didn't see him again for like another 2-3 months. Actually, no, he even got injured before the Asian Cup. Then I remember, I think he came fit for the Asian Cup, then he got injured again. Yeah, it was a mess, bro. But I remember that there was a time where he had like a run in the team for like 5 to 10 games. He was our starting left back. He was even displacing Ben White at right back in the Champions League, I remember, bro. He was looking really good. But you see, since he's come back from injury, I've not really been convinced. I don't feel like he's went up to the level that he was in 2023 when everyone else has stepped up a level. He stepped down a level, if that makes sense. And not to say he was terrible, but I expect more from Tomiyasu, and you know what? I give him 1 more year. And if he can't stay fit, just drop him, I'll be real. But Tomiyasu, what would I rate him over the season? I'm torn between a 6 or a 7, you know. I'm going to give him a 7. It was a good season, but I just needed to stay fit for me, I beg, bro. And then Kiwior, man, you know what? I was actually really impressed with him when he came on. And if you guys watch his channel, you know that me and Asher, we disagree about Kiwior every single time. I don't know what Asher sees. He doesn't think he's a good player, but for me, when he came into that team from January, he performed absolutely brilliant. He was a part of the defense that was keeping clean sheets after clean sheets after clean sheets, and he was scoring goals as well. You know, I remember when he was behind Martinelli, he was picking up form again, because remember, this has not been a good Martinelli season. But when Kiwior was behind him at left back, Martinelli started to pick up form, and Kiwior allowed that. Not to say it was an outstanding season, because let's be real, he's a squad player. He comes in when players are not fit, and that's exactly what he did, and he delivered. So for that, I'm going to give you a 7, man. It was nothing over the top, but I was impressed with you when you came in the team, Kiwior. Timber, bro, I'm going to give you a 5. I can't really judge you, can I? But the 100 minutes I've seen of you, absolutely superb, man, and I cannot wait to see you next season. You're almost a new signing, bro, basically. So yeah, Timber, you get a 5. And let's move on to the right back, Ben White. You know what? I remember the first half of the season, yeah, because I'm a big lover of Ben White. If you guys watch this channel, you know I love Ben White. I was watching him in the first half, and I was like, what has happened? You're not overlapping Saka anymore. You're not doing none of these things anymore that I was seeing last season. And I was like, what is going on? And he wasn't the only player that was performing very well last season. And then at the start of the season kind of dropped off. But yeah, there was many players that dropped off, and he was one of them. And I was like, what has happened to the same Ben White from last season? But you see, as soon as 2024 came around, oh my days, this guy, you can probably debate, he was our best defender. You can debate, but for me in 2024, I'd say it was between him and Gabriel, bro. Because Ben White, the levels that we saw, remember the 2 goals against Chelsea, bro? Yeah, he was keeping clean. He was locking up every single attacker that came his way. And then we saw the attacking side that we saw last season in the second half of the season. We started to see the trio of Odegaard and Saka and Ben White once again, bro. Ben White in the second half of the season, I'm giving you an overall. I'm giving you a 9. I'm giving you a 9. Yeah, for me, you're contender of the player of the season, bro. And that video is soon coming out, guys, with me and Asher. Make sure to check that out, yeah. But I'm giving him a 9. I think this guy's a centre back and he's doing this at right back, bro. Absolutely superb. So yeah, Ben White, I'm gonna give you a 9. And then let's move on to Saliba now. You know what? I don't know why, but is this an unpopular take to say that Gabriel's been better than Saliba this season? Not to say that Saliba's been bad, because let's be real, in these big games, it's Saliba that stepped up. It's Saliba that got man of the match against Man City, against Liverpool, against Man United too. But overall, I'm saying Gabriel's been better. Saliba, he's been very good for me, but in the Champions League games, yeah, against Bayern Munich, against Porto, he looked very shaky for me, and he almost could have got sent off in like 2 of them games, if I'm being real. He just wasn't up to it, and there was many games for me where he didn't look up to scratch, yeah, and it was Gabriel that was looking like the senior head and looking like the composed person. But you know what you get with Saliba, you're going to get a guy that's calm and composed with the ball at his feet, but defensively, I feel like he was kind of getting exposed, and again, it was Gabriel that was, covering for him. But it was a very good season from Saliba. I'm going to give you an 8, bro. A part of a defense that got, again, 16 to 18 clean sheets. brilliant from you, but next season I want you to step up to the next level, Saliba, bro. But I still think it was a great season, but I thought that Gabriel outshined you. And let's move on to Gabriel, because that guy, yeah, I want him to get the flowers he deserves. Why does no one talk about Gabriel the same way they talk about Saliba? Why? Is it because Saliba's a Frenchman with a nice trim? Like, I don't understand what it is, bro. Gabriel, okay, calm, he may not be the faciest guys, you know, but his hairline's coming back. Let's be real, his hairline is coming back, bro. Trust the process, man. Brother, this season, you saw the levels, bro. You know what? Past season, you associated Gabriel with, like, you know, that person that is kind of ignorant and can be a bit lackluster on the pitch, and that makes just that silly error. But for me, this season, he cut out the errors. Remember, at the start of the season, he didn't start the first 2 games, but when he came into the team, I didn't see errors from him. Of course, there was a couple of games where he put in an error, but that happens to everyone. He just looked way more calm and composed and way more senior. You can see that his experience has taken over, man. He's been way more experienced in these games. He's not giving away silly yellow cards anymore, and he's the one that doesn't get the bookings, you know what I mean? So Gabriel, I'm giving you a 9. For me, you're a contender for player of the season too, man. You and Ben White have really surprised me this season, man. So yeah, Gabriel, I'm going to give you a 9, and I'm not going to stop until people actually see how good you are. And let's move on to the midfield. Yeah, I want to start straight off with Declan Rice, because that brother, if Man City did not win the league, you would probably say he was the player of the season. He's a signing of the summer for me. He's over Cole Palmer, because what we have achieved over Chelsea, come on, they're happy to finish 6th, and we're disappointed to finish 2nd, bro. You know what I mean? That shows levels, and that's why for me, Declan Rice edges it for the signing of the summer, man. This guy, the way he's elevated our team, defensively sound, and the way he's going, like, you know what? I think his output is better than Granit Xhaka's last season, bro. Granit Xhaka, yeah, we saw he was very good with the goals and assists. Declan Rice beat that, and he also offers us defensive stability, bro. You know, his set pieces as well. Can we talk about that? Since January, since he steps foot on them set pieces, our corners have been absolutely elite. We scored the most corners this season, and that's down to Declan Rice, bro. This guy needs to get the praise he deserves. To be fair, he does, though. And you know what? I've said it so many times on this channel. West Ham got bumped. He's worth twice the price we paid for him, bro. We paid 100 million for him. He's worth 200 million, bro. Have some manners and sit there, bro. This guy is absolutely clean. I'm not trying to glaze the guy, but he's transformed our team. I'm so close. If we win the league, I'm giving him a 10. But you know what? I'm giving him a 9.5, bro. Every single game, you know what you could assure from Declan Rice, you know he was going to put a 7 out of 10 minimum. And there was probably like 2 performances where I gave him below a 7. But apart from that, it was always 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, bro. This guy's an absolute engine. He's a tank. His fitness as well. How he runs for a whole 90 minutes for 38 games, I don't understand, but he still does it, man. My brother, I want you to kick on next season even more, bro. You know, future captain for Arsenal for me. And I'd probably say for the whole fan base. It's not only just me. But yeah, Declan Rice, I'm going to give you a 9.5, bro. Yeah, so this is the highest rating so far. Declan Rice, you get a 9.5. And let's talk about Thomas Partey, because another season plagued with injuries, bro. We've been waiting for this guy to kick on since 2020. He's been at the club for 4 years now. Except from last season, all of his seasons have been plagued with injuries, and even last season towards the end he was injured, you know what I mean? He started off the season well, no injuries, but as the season went on, yeah, it just happened. And this season as well, how much games has he played? I don't think he's played more than 15 games, and that just shows, yeah. You know what? If we have Thomas Partey in the team for the whole season, we win the league. Maybe that gets us 2 more points, because let's be real. You can see when we're 2-1 up against Fulham, yeah. I mean, and they have a red card. They have 10 men on the pitch, and we can see from a stupid corner. Maybe we do need a Thomas Partey in that situation, and again, that makes us win the league. But we can't keep on saying if buts with Thomas Partey, bro. I want to see you there on the pitch performing, because when you are on the pitch, you're so great. And you know what? When he came in the team, you saw what he offers the team. You saw what we was missing against Chelsea when we slapped them 5-0. Yeah, you saw against Man United when they weren't even the best performance, but we was 1-0 up from the 20th minute, and we could see the game out. That's because of Thomas Partey, because he is there. And you know, I don't even think he was the best. I feel like he's still sloppy, and you know, he needs to get his fitness up, and that comes with match fitness, you know what I mean? That comes with playing games, and that's because he hasn't played. Even though he isn't up to his best, yeah, you still seen what he offers for our club, and I keep him for 1 more year, man, because he's quality. You can't find that quality anywhere else, bro. But if I'm talking about this season, it's been a disappointing season. I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna give you a 6. I don't think much Arsenal fans are gonna disagree with me, because it has been a disappointing season. And let's move on to I want to talk about Smith Rowe, yeah, because that's my guy. It's been another disappointing season. What we all said as Arsenal fans is, Smith Rowe, you've got 1 more chance here. Last season you was plagued with injuries. This season, kick on, man. I want Mikel Arteta to give you a chance. You know, secure that left-hand side role and just kick on. And again, injuries plagued him. And when he did come in the team, let's be real, he actually looked very good. He got man of the match against Luton. Against Everton, for me, he was our most lively substitution. but he didn't play much. So again, it's a disappointing season. And you look at it and say, do you have to cash in now? Because how much seasons are we going to give Smith Rowe, bro? He broke into the team in 2021. You know, he broke in with Martinelli and Saka. We thought they were going to be the trio, but they've left him in the dust now. You know what I mean? Trossard's overtaken him. Like, Fabio Vieira, you probably say you give him more of a chance to Smith Rowe. So it's like, do you sell him this season? I don't know, but it's been a disappointing season. His quality, like, he has the potential, but he's not living up to it. And what would I give Smith Rowe? Honestly, I'm gonna give him a 5. It's been disappointing, bro. Yes, there was some good performances here and there, but let's be real, it did not live up to it, man. We expected him to play at least 30 games this season. How much has he played? Sorry, Smith Rowe, man, but I'm gonna give you a 5. And let's move on to Captain Odegaard, yeah, because you know what? I was one of them people at the start of the season that was saying, oh, Odegaard, where have you been? Why do you ghost in big 6 games, yeah? But you see, as it turned 2024, he's been the best player in the Premier League, and I do not care. This guy's been turning up games. You see that Chelsea game? That just capitulates what Odegaard is. The passes he was putting in was illegal. How it was allowed, I don't know. That's the quality this guy has, and I'm hearing guys comparing to Bruno Fernandes. I don't care. Shut your mouth. Have some manners. Odegaard is here, Bruno Fernandes is here. Many fans come chat to me. I don't care, bro. I can beef you for days about this topic, bro. Yeah, it's so clear. Odegaard is up here. The qualities this guy has is unbelievable, and you saw that for the second half of the season. The only thing you man can say is we didn't win the league, but as a captain, he nearly drove that team every single game. I was looking at Odegaard now saying, please drive us through this hard situation, and he did it every single time, man. Odegaard, I'm gonna give you a 9.5, like Declan Rice, because for me, you're a contender for player of the season, man. You stepped up in the second half of the season. Yes, I know maybe you stepped up in the first half, we win the league, but again, that's just an if. But I was really impressed with you, and again, you showed your qualities. But next season, I want you to push on even more, Odegaard. And then Fabio Vieira, because you know what? I remember at the start of the season, yeah, against Fulham. Remember, he came on against Fulham, he got the assist. He was looking very, very good. But I remember then he got a red card and he got injured. Excuse me. And since that injury, since the red card, he's just not looked. He's not had a look in the team. I can't remember his last appearance. I think it was against Chelsea where he came off for 10 minutes. And to be fair, he actually looked decent. But I can't give you a high rating because you've not played much this season. I'm going to be so real. I'm going to give you a 5. I expected more from you, man. Again, yes, I know the injury wasn't your fault. But yeah, I expected you to push on from last season. But next season for me, it's your last chance. And you have to make a statement in this team. Jorginho, yeah, what a guy he is. He's been a revelation this season, if we're being honest, bro. When Thomas Partey was missing, he came and he delivered. And we did not expect it as Arsenal fans, let's be real. We wanted him to be a bench player that came off for the last 20 minutes to secure games. But let's not forget, this guy came in and he was probably like a man of the match against Liverpool, bro. He was putting his star performances in these big games, yeah. We called upon him and he delivered. Jorginho, I'm glad to see that he signed a year extension. But in these big games, I know I can call upon him. The qualities he offers, no one else offers, man. Jorginho, I was really impressed with your season, man. I'm going to give you an 8, I'll be real. 8 from Jorginho today this season, man. Keep it up. But I believe that is all the midfielders, bro. I'm going to take a second to think if there's any that I'm missing out on. Let's move on to the front line. I'm going straight into Bukayo Saka because I want to give this guy a brutal rating. If we're being real, his quality is up here, but his performance levels were down here this season, bro. It was not it. There were so many times where he got locked out of games where he was getting double teamed. I'm not blaming him because yes, he got double teamed a lot out of games, but I expected more from him. When you're seeing Phil Foden push on, I was expecting him to push on, and he just didn't do it. And you know what? His goals and assists, it papered a lot of cracks, bro. Because you look at it and you say, what? I think he's got like 36 goal involvement. So it's a brilliant output season. But on the pitch with my eyes, I didn't see much, and I expected way more from Bukayo Saka. I look at the Man City game, 0-0. I need you to just produce a moment. Yes, I know he was defending and basically playing a fullback role and an attacking role, but I need you to just produce a world-class moment that gets us through that game so we go on to win the league, bro. There was too many games where we ghosted for me, and I'm not having it, bro, because I know last season he was phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant last season. This season he kind of dropped off. His numbers increased, but his performance has dropped off, man. And if I'm being brutal, I don't think he should get player of the season. I don't even think he should be in contention for it, if I'm being real. I'm going to give Bukayo Saka... It's a hard one, you know. I'm going to give Bukayo Saka an 8. Is that unfair? Now, you know what? I'm giving him a 7.5. Is that unfair? Let me know in the comments. I don't think it is. I feel like he's warranted that. His performance was not there. His goals were there. but I'm looking for the performances, bro. With your quality, I expect way more from you. So yeah, Bukayo Saka, I'm gonna give him a 7.5, man. And let's talk about Reece Nelson, because I don't want to be on him for too long. I feel like when he came into the team, he could have offered more, but it's Reece Nelson. Like, what more could I expect from him? But you know, when he came and he did the job, to be fair, I remember, I think he scored in the Carabao Cup, it was, against Brentford. So yeah, it was a couple of good performances, but I just remember last season's Bournemouth, and I think, bro, when we're bringing you on in games, can you produce that moment again? He didn't, but yeah, like, he didn't get much of a chance, so I'm going to give him a 6. And let's move on to the left wing. Let's talk about Martinelli first, because him as well, he's been really disappointing, bro. Last season, Martinelli got 15 goals in the Premier League. This season, he got, what, 5 or 6? It was a disappointing season, if we're being real, bro. He did not push on. Yeah, Trossard, you know, he probably looked like a better fit on the left-hand side, bro. Trossard, how much goals did he get this season? 15, 16. When Martinelli, he just didn't produce this season. He fell off, and I don't know what it was. You know what, you can look at it and say, you know, he had many left-backs behind him. You know, he didn't have a solid left-back that he could push on with and form a partnership with. Where on the other side, Bukayo Saka, he had Ben White every single game. You know, you can look at that argument. But again, I'm looking at you and saying, I want you to produce. There were so many times towards the end of the season when I was like, where's your shooting boots, bro? You had the chances against Bayern Munich. Remember, he had the big chance to put us 1-0 up in the second leg, and he didn't do it. You know what I mean? I'm looking at you in them big moments, and I'm saying, you got to produce, and he didn't produce, man. I was not impressed. I'm going to give him a 5. Is that harsh? No, I don't feel like it is, because Martinelli, we know his quality, but we didn't see that quality this season, but I'm going to give you a 5, Martinelli. And that's me going very easy on you. Maybe you could get less than a 5, but you know what? I'm gonna stick to a 5. And then Trossard, yeah, because that guy's been a revelation this season, yeah. The amount of money we paid for him, 27 million to produce that. Oh my days, bro. Yeah, 16 goals, I believe it was. He displaced Martinelli in the team towards the end of the season. You saw in the tough games, Arteta trusted him over Martinelli, and it shows because he was producing in the moments against Wolves, against Chelsea, against Man United, bro, against Liverpool when he came off the bench. He was producing when Martinelli didn't, bro. This season, I feel like it was a really big season for Trossard, yeah. And I just want to big him up, bro, because again, he stepped up when Martinelli disappeared. And for that, I'm gonna give Trossard, I'm gonna give him a 9. It was a superb season. You can even argue that he maybe should be in the player of the season contention, but maybe he doesn't get it, but maybe he should be in the conversation, bro. But Trossard, I was impressed with you, man. I'm gonna give you a 9. And then let's move on to the strikers, yeah. Gabriel Jesus, disappointing. Last season, he looked like a revelation. This season, plagued with injuries. And when he did come into the team, he wasn't even a starter towards the end of the season, bro. His last start was against Wolves, I believe. Since that, he's not had a start. It's just been disappointing. Like, how much Premier League goals did he score the season for? You know what I mean? You know what it is with Jesus? I want my striker to score goals, and he doesn't offer that. He just doesn't offer it. And maybe we look at next season as striker being our top priority, because, and how much strikers do we have? We have Nketiah, we have Jesus, we have Havertz. And we're still saying we need a striker, and that just shows the quality that is not there with our options right now, man. Jesus, you know what? Maybe his best performances has been out on the flanks, you know, out on the left wing, out on right wing. You look at the Sevilla game where he scored that beauty goal on the left-hand side. But yeah, man, Jesus, he's just not been it, man. And if I'm being real, it's been a 4. I expected way more from you. For me, you could have one more season to prove your quality. And if you don't, then you're gone for me. Jesus, you get a 4. Havertz, you know what? Started the season in the midfield role, bro. If you see how he started the season, if it carried on, I would be here probably rating him or what? I'd be here rating him a 5, bro. And since he's went into that striker role, he has been a revelation, if we're being real. How much Premier League goals has he scored? I think it's like 14, 15. He has been absolute class. He's been clinical. Not only just that, his hold-up play. Now, you know what the biggest compliment I can give to Kai Havertz, bro? Every single week, we're singing the song. Samana mana, waka waka, 65 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Yeah, he's proven the haters wrong week in, week out. Yeah, he's been absolutely quality since he's gone at that striker role. And I'm going to be honest, bro, I wasn't his biggest fan. I've always supported him, but did I think he had the quality to be a starter in this team? And, you know, another point, yeah? Every single week, you can say Kai Havertz is one of the first names on that starting 11 sheet, bro. Every single week, and that's a credential to him, because this season, the second half of the season, when he started up front, he's been very, very good. So Kai Havertz, I'm gonna give him an 8.5. Is that me doing too much? I don't think so, but yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8.5. And then the last player, Eddie Nketiah, I want that guy gone, bro. That guy stinks, bro. He scored a hat-trick against Sheffield United. That's his level. That's why he scored a hat-trick there, bro. Go to the Championship, bro. Perform there. Just leave my club, please. And it's not an agenda, but he's just not quality. You know what? Bro, he's not got to look in the second half of the season, and I'm glad that Mikel Arteta has finally seen the light that he is not good enough to play for Arsenal Football Club, bro. I'm going to give you a 3. No, I'm gonna give you a 5. He didn't do too much, if I'm being honest, man. But Nketiah, I don't want to see you play for my club again. Sorry, bro. It's time to say bye-bye. But guys, that is my player ratings video, man. I think there was a lot of controversial takes in there. If you do disagree with me, comment down below and let's have some back and forth arguments, man. But that's pretty much it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn post notifications on so you'll be notified every time we make a video. This has been Man Them Talk Arsenal. I'm Tariq, I'm trying to say, and I'm out. Peace.